It's week 2 of the 2022 season. And up next, we'll see Robert Woods. He's coming off a nice performance, bringing in a pair of touchdowns. It's the Titans and the Bills on Monday night.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. Hello everybody, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
Buffalo gave Allen the most guaranteed money in league history before the start of last season, and boy, did he justify it by playing at an elite level once again, taking the Bills to 11 wins and another division title. Along the way, he threw for over 4,400 yards again and ran for 760 with 42 total touchdowns for a top 5 offense. They were knocked out in an overtime thriller against Kansas City in the playoffs, and they will be one of the favorites to win the AFC this season.
They start the drive with Cook. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well, Charles, here's a peek at their draft class for 2022. And look, we know this is a team that's known for an exciting passing attack, but in the first round, they kind of went on the flip side of that. Got a big-time player for their secondary.
And just because they can win those shootout games doesn't mean they want to be in that situation all the time. So it appeared that their goal was to bring in someone who can get his reps against one of the league's best offenses in practice and then go out and shut the airways down on Sundays.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Here come the Titans for their first possession on offense, and leading them out in his 4th season with the team, 10th overall in the NFL, Ryan Tannehill. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Tannehill. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And let's face it, we all continue to imagine what we could have seen from Derrick Henry without his injury last season, because he was on pace to be the first ever player with multiple 2,000-yard seasons. Even in only 8 games, he still finished 9th in the NFL in rushing. Simply put, an incredible accomplishment.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Our game, the Titans and Bills, the first of 2 on this Monday night in Week 2. You see the Vikings and Eagles set to kick off in the nightcap right around 8:30 Eastern. Stay tuned for that. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick 6. So dealing with his deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive. 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game.
He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Allen now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in there by Crowder. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The Bills at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. We picked it in the end zone. They're glad he brought it out all the way across midfield into enemy territory.
And don't think for a second that some teammates didn't tell him to stay in the end zone, right? What he did there, to me, was the equivalent of baseball running through the third base coach's signal to stop at third. And
it's only good if you're safe.
And he ended up, to me, this counts as safe. That's a great return.
A 1st down carry for Henry. He'll take it inside the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. The 40. The 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've got our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And that one makes it 14-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to the Giants last week. And they do lead here right now, and they've got the football obviously as well. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first run of this game.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Crowder now to return. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Good catch there by Dawson Knox, and everything just clicked for him in his 3rd season in the league in 2021. 9 touchdown catches, tied for the league lead among tight ends.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They'll take over first down and 10 at the 40-yard line. Here we go. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. It's complete, Burks. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. As this complete to Woods. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To the air again, Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Robert Woods scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Robert Woods touchdown reception. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass. Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the Ravens who get the win at home. Lamar Jackson, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Marcus Mariota, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were winners in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And despite the big lead, they really did next to nothing throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage. We'll see how aggressive they want to be going forward. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there. Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. They find some open field here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him. And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there. And the next-gen stats tell us he took it better than 30 yards after that initial contact. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw, Tannehill. Touchdown! Nick Westbrook-Ikhine, 27 yards. And the Titans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Tennessee score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone, defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he is going to have the Bills 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Now Allen again, going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 1st down, Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw there, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert...
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play. But the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-and-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Bills! Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to kick it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bills offense back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Here's Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes? Oh, yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19-yard line. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. His throw caught right around the 6. And it's a Titans touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was finished off on the touchdown reception by Derrick Henry. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bills going to take over again on offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time, man?
The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Henry up the middle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Bullock good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. The return man down to the knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Titans, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.